Hey guys, it's Cynthia. Welcome back to my channel. So today is the first skincare video of 2021 and I know we are already like midway through March, so I'm definitely a little late, but it's okay. It is never too late for a conversation about skincare. Today I wanted to share with you guys my nighttime skincare routine, which I admit is a little bit extra. However, I do feel like it's really important to take good care of your skin, especially at night, because that's when your skin is recovering and you definitely want to help with that process if you can. Before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to Hero Cosmetics, who is collaborating with me on this video, but I'll be talking about them a little bit later on. And if you're new here, my name is Cynthia. I make videos about skincare, fashion, and some random stuff here and there, and really appreciate it if you'd subscribe if that sounds like something you'd be interested in. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So cleansing is a really important step of any skincare routine, but especially in the evening, you definitely want to make sure that you're double cleansing. And if you're not sure about what double cleansing is, I've mentioned it a little bit in some of my other videos, but in short, it's basically where you cleanse 2 times, as the name would suggest, and you start off with an oil-based cleanser, and then you follow up with a normal water-based cleanser. It really helps with removing waterproof eye makeup and also just SPF. And honestly, it helps a lot in terms of like unclogging your pores. So my favorite that I've actually used quite a few of is the Heimish All Clean Balm. So I really love this stuff. This is just a really good, simple, and effective balm cleanser. And so all you need to do is take the spatula that's actually included in the packaging and you'll scoop out some of the product, put it between your fingers and start warming it up. And as you warm it up, you should notice it starts kind of breaking down into a bit of like an oil. And then from there, what you're going to do is start working it into your face. I like to focus especially on my T-zone area because that's where I feel like there's a lot of buildup, and having an oil-based cleanser really helps kind of dissolve all of the gunk and loosen up the clogged pores, and I think that really helps me a lot with my texture. This is actually my favorite step in my skincare routine. I feel like I could just go on for forever just kind of rubbing it in, but you know, with all good things they come to an end. So typically after a couple of minutes, that's when I'll just start rinsing it off. I usually rinse off with some lukewarm water. What we're going to do afterwards is follow up with the second step of cleansing, which is just going in with your regular water-based cleanser. So my cleanser of choice is the Krave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. I'm almost out of this, but I really like it. It's super gentle and I think it does exactly what it's supposed to, which is just clean your face well without leaving your skin feeling stripped or really dry after, because the feeling of tightness is not a good sign. But this one's really good at both cleansing and just getting rid of any leftover residue and additional like dirt. I actually like to take my cleanser onto a silicone scrubbing pad. It's super gentle because it is silicone, but it's also really good in terms of helping kind of foam up the product and just distribute it more evenly across your face. And I also really like it in particular because since you have it as like a little tool, it's a lot easier to get into like the crevices like around your nose where there typically ends up being more buildup. So I would really recommend that if you feel like you're not able to get as good of a clean as you would like to just using your fingers. So after cleansing, I always like to go in with some sort of toner. I feel like toners are really good for balancing your pH levels, and just in general, it's a really good way to just kind of deliver extra nutrients to your skin. And so for myself, I like to exfoliate my skin around 2 to 3 times a week tops, but if I were to exfoliate, I always use some sort of chemical exfoliant, and that typically comes in the form of a toner. My favorite one is from Krave Beauty, and it's their Kale-la-lu-yAHA. I feel like I always sound really dumb when I say that, but it's their Kale-la-lu-yAHA glycolic acid toner. It does a really good job of just kind of resurfacing your skin and just helping kind of break down the texture that might be on there. And it's super easy to use. All you need to do is put some product onto a cotton pad or a cotton round and smooth it all over your face, and it'll really help break down the skin in a very even way, and it'll help prevent buildup, which could eventually lead to like acne or texture. So really good product if you're looking for a chemical exfoliant, but remember not to overdo it. You want to be careful about what sorts of actives that you're mixing together. So I definitely did not want to mix any AHAs with retinols. And so since I was planning on using a retinol later in my skincare routine, I opted for a gentle moisturizing toner instead. And the toner that I've been loving is the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner. And this is actually like a 2-in-1 product. It's pretty much a toner and moisturizer in one. So it comes in the form of a liquid, but after you press it on and let it absorb, it honestly leaves your your skin feeling super moisturized, almost as if you put a cream on. I really feel like this product in particular is something that every person with dry skin should give a try. I think it would do such wonders. It's super easy to use, and what I like to do is literally just shake it up a little bit and then pour some into palms of my hands and like sort of like mix it around a little bit and then just pat all over. And I feel like as soon as I put it on, especially after I cleanse, my skin just feels so relieved. I typically only use one layer of this product, sometimes two if like my skin is really going through it or something, but definitely would probably not do more than 2 layers because afterwards it does get a little bit sticky. So after toner, I like to go in with some sort of treatment serum because, again, I really want to take advantage of like the fact that it's nighttime and that's when your skin is sort of like repairing itself, and so I want to do whatever I can to help make full use of that time. So the one that I typically go in with is the Krave Beauty Great Barrier Relief Serum, and I've mentioned this on my channel quite a few times, but it's honestly just that good. It's a really multifunctional product and it has a lot of great ingredients like Tamanu oil and sunflower oil, and with the consistency, it works well as both a serum, or if you have oilier skin and don't like heavy moisturizers, it could work as a light moisturizer for you as well. This product is just really good for just soothing your skin and also just repairing the skin barrier. So I really like this whenever my skin is like angry or like reactive, which is unfortunately a lot of the time. And so yeah, I just love this. I've gone through at least like 3 or 4 bottles. This one actually is new, and while I was out of it, I did want to try an alternative that I heard was very similar to it from Make-Prem, and it's their Tamanu Calming Serum. So this one, as you can see from the name, also has Tamanu oil. Very similar, and I actually really enjoyed using this one as well. And the only difference I would say mainly is the fact that this contains some essential oils and the formulation is a little bit different. This consistency is definitely just a little bit smoother and like creamier, if that makes sense. Both are really good products though, but I did want to give this a mention because the Make-Prem one is probably a little bit more accessible. I know Krave Beauty is only available in the US and Korea, but I know Make-Prem is available on a lot of other retailers that ship to more places. So if you haven't been able to get your hands on the Krave Beauty one, definitely give this one a try. And so after serum, I want to be able to lock in all the goodies that I just put on my skin with some sort of rich moisturizer that'll keep my skin hydrated all throughout the night. Another oldie but goodie that I really love for that is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Cream. So this one is super thick. So this is like around my 3rd tube of this maybe, but it's just so good. And I really like using it mostly at night just because it might be a little bit heavy for the daytime, especially with like combination oilier skin like myself. But it's really, really good at just kind of smoothing out any dry patches. This is also formulated with Centella asiatica or Cica, which is really, really good at calming down and soothing any sort of like angry redness. So I definitely recommend this if you're looking for a heavier moisturizer that will also help with any sort of irritated skin. So finally, after moisturizing, I like to go with another treatment. In this case, I want to go in with retinol, and retinol is really good for getting rid of fine lines and wrinkles and just even acne. What it does is it really just sort of helps break down the skin at a faster pace to reveal like smoother skin underneath. So I use retinol in the form of Curology, and I actually partnered with them earlier last year, but I'm still using their product. I love it, and this is where I get my Tretinoin from. And Tretinoin is like the purest form of like retinoic acid, so it's pretty much like as good as it gets if you're looking for a retinol type product. I hope that makes sense. So all I do is pump a little bit onto the back of my hand, and I'll spread this where I think I need it the most or where I feel like I have the most fine lines. But yeah, I think retinols and Tretinoin in particular, it's sort of just like an all-arounder, so I would definitely recommend giving it a try if you're interested. And if I have any active pimples on my skin, which unfortunately is like still every week, I definitely try and just like go ham on them overnight. And what I find helps me with that the most is actually pimple patches. And so this is sort of where Hero Cosmetics come in. So I have actually been using pimple stickers since like the beginning of college, so like maybe like 6 years ago. But I have a new one to share with you guys, and they are the Mighty Patches from Hero Cosmetics. The way that pimple patches work is that they're made out of hydrocolloid, which is really good at just sucking out all of that gunk that's underneath of like a brewing pimple or one that's already been popped. That works too, and it does a really good job of just drawing all of that out, and as a result it really helps with reducing swelling and also speeding up the healing time. So I really like pimple patches. I wear them like, yes, at night, but I'll even wear them during the day, especially these guys. These are the Invisible Plus ones, and they're super thin and you can barely see them when you're on your face, which is great. And like, I don't know, I'm pretty shameless. I've had some like dad pimple stickers, like the really thick ones. They're super noticeable and I would still wear them all over my face during the day. But you will not have this problem with these guys. They're really great and they have really strong grip as well, so I haven't had any problems with them like falling off my face. But yeah, I really like these guys for all those bad pimples I be getting all the time. And I also really like using the Pimple Patches at night because I am a side sleeper, and as a result there ends up being like a lot of friction on my skin, and that usually can irritate your pimples more. But by putting a pimple sticker on, it also sort of protects the pimple from getting irritated. So it's very good if you're like me in that sense. And these guys are super affordable and accessible. You can actually find them in Target and Ulta and a lot of other retailers as well. And I was actually at Target just like the other day, and I saw they even have like smaller packs, like travel size looking packs. So if you're not sure if it's something you want to try out, super easy. You can actually just get one of those trial packs and see if you like them. But yeah, I really like using pimple stickers, and it really just helps speed up the whole process, which is great because they're not paying rent on my face. If I have some healing pimples on my skin, another thing I like to go in with is actually the Rescue Balm from Hero Cosmetics. It's like a post-blemish recovery balm. So basically it just helps that whole area heal a little bit faster, and it has some really great ingredients. It's formulated with beta-glucan and vitamin E and panthenol, which are all just like really good at moisturizing and just restoring the skin. It comes out as a white cream, but if you blend it in, it actually is not really noticeable at all. So you could also use this during the day, but I definitely like to just load up on this at night for any healing blemishes I have. And so if you're actually interested in trying out anything from Hero Cosmetics, whether it be their pimple stickers or the balm or any of their other stuff, I really like one of their moisturizers, and just in general, I think they have some really great products. Feel free to use my code Cynthia15, and this will give you 15% off your purchase from their website. And so thanks to Hero Cosmetics for hooking that up. And like I said, they're also available in a lot of your local retailers, so if you want to take a look at them in person, feel free to go check them out there. So we're almost done. I also like to go in with an eye cream. I'm gonna be honest, I can't say I have any like noticeable results from using an eye cream over the last couple of years. I see eye cream more of a preventative measure, so I figure using eye cream definitely cannot hurt. And the one that I've been using recently is from PyunKang. Oh, I probably said that really wrong, but it's their black tea time reverse eye cream, and it's honestly just like a pretty solid eye cream. It's done a good job at keeping that delicate skin around my eyes hydrated, and yeah, I think it's really good. I also like the application. I feel like it's very sanitary, better than your typical like pot type. So you can just squeeze it out of the tube and it's good to go. Okay, and the final real last step is actually just lip balm. Your lips are very much part of your skin as well, so do not be neglecting it because nobody likes crusty lips. The one that I've been using is from Laneige, and it's their lip glowy balm in the Gummy Bear scent, and I really like to just kind of load this up on at night. And it's not the most moisturizing, but it does a good job of just keeping my lips hydrated throughout the night, and I'm good to go for the morning. But just make sure you're not neglecting your lips when you're doing your skincare at night. Okay everyone, so that is all for today's video. I know I went through a ton of products and went through a lot of stuff, so if you made it here, I really appreciate you. Thank you. And if you are interested in trying out any of the products that I talked about, I'll have them all linked down in the description box so you can take a look there. Once again, huge thanks to Hero Cosmetics for partnering with me on this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not already. And with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!